Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Openly Expressive. Happy New Year, people. It's 2023. What's on your agenda? Mine is bossing the up as usual. So, hopefully that's on your agenda as well as either maintaining or improving your physical and mental health. So, guys, I got some good news today. I have become an ambassador. I've been approved to become an ambassador for a health and wellness company, which is so up my realm because I'm a health and wellness coach and distributor, a business owner in the health and wellness business. So, that's another accolade, another thing on my belt to brag about. Not brag, but I'm doing my thing, y'all. And 2023 just started. So it's only up from here. I'm still working on my book, my Law of Attraction Manifestation book. That will be out soon on Amazon, Kindle, Target, where else? I think Barnes and Nobles. Just depends. I don't know where I'm going to distribute these things, but it's definitely going to be on Amazon. And I need to turn it into an ebook as well, but I'm working on it. I was supposed to actually have this thing published like the first week of January, but I have been procrastinating and also enjoying time with my children because I am such a workaholic now that it takes time away from them. And they have brought it to my attention. So, I try to carve out time for them so that they don't feel neglected, because I know what it's like to feel neglected by a parent or two. So, I don't want to put that trauma on them. But, so I didn't have a deadline to do so, but in my mind I did. But by these companies that I had to, distribute to, I didn't have a deadline. So that's the plus side of being a boss. So it's time to level up, my people. I'm already an Amazon and Instagram influencer. And, I'm basically like an Amazon ambassador because I can promote their products as well as I have my own Amazon store. You guys know this. Just filling you guys in for the people who are newbies. So my oldies, you already know what's up. You already know what I got going on and what I will have going on. I still got to get out that merch, Openly Expressive merch. It's a lot I got going on still, but I've just learned to focus on, one thing at a time. Even though I ping pong back and forth with ideas and my sites and, strategizing, just all of these things. But actually physically working on something, I do one thing at a time now, one business venture at a time, because I was wearing myself thin. And I told you guys, please don't do that. I advise y'all not to do that because, especially the older you get, it's tasking on you. So, let's minimize the stress physically and mentally, which leads to anyone that is stressing you out. Bye-bye. Gotta go. Like, I put my mom on mute. Major stress factor in my life. There was a person I was dealing with, mute. There was, a person, whoever I've encountered in life, whether new or old. If you have gotten on my nerves, you press my button, you said something unsettling or whatever it was, you ticked me off, or, you made me uneasy about any situation, you gotta go. You either get on mute for a while or you get completely blocked out of my life. If it's not a significant relationship, you get completely blocked out of my life. I'm not making time anymore for any bullcrap. Like, it's unnecessary. When your plate is already full, don't add, scraps to it. I'm focusing on my feast and all them scrappings on the side. I ain't got no time for it, and I ain't making no time for it. I gotta stop saying I ain't got no time for it or I don't have any time for it, because I have all the time in the world because I'm granted life, which is a blessing, So, life is precious and we should treat it as such. And anyone in your life and in your vicinity who doesn't value yours as well as their own, for that matter, they gotta go. I don't need any hindrances, and you shouldn't either. Don't allow hindrances in your life. That's in the form of people and things. I cut smoking. I don't really drink like that. I don't know. I'm trying not to drink like that, but that's on occasions when I go out or whatever or visit somebody. But I gotta cut that out too. I'm a cold turkey kind of gal, so I guess obviously I haven't cut it out yet because I'm not ready to. And like I spoke in another episode, that the stimulants we take or whatever is because we're dealing with something. We're trying to mask something, cover up something, which is masking, or trying to numb something, whatever it is. And as far as I feel like wholeheartedly, I think that I'm not stressed out, but I think I'm just fooling myself because working can stress you out, not having a significant other in your bed, cuddling up, sleeping with you at night, each night, can be lonesome, and that can be stressful too, or depression or whatever, I don't know. But I'm not saying that I'm not involved. It's not where I need it to be, just things. I need things in my life to be where they need to be, the way I want them to be, in order. Yes, life is not perfect, we all know that, but you can strive for a life that is perfect for you and for who you allow in your space. They need to bring some type of, calm to it, some type of reassurance. And that's just with anything. It doesn't even have to be with a relationship. It can be with a task itself. If it's something that's not bringing calm and relaxation and reassurance and, just have you on a tame, then, it has to go. They have to go, because we all know that stress can kill people sometimes. Depression is a bitch. And who wants to wallow in the sorrows? Like, let's be for real. I've met a few people in life and they have no type of aspirations, and it's like, you're not my cup of tea. You see, when you're younger, you gravitate towards certain type of individuals because that's where you were at the time mentally. But once you elevate in life mentally and physically, it's like, if we don't have that commonality anymore, then why are we in each other's space? I wish you well, and arrivederci. It doesn't have to be a forever relationship. Some things are seasonal, just like jobs. Maybe you were hired as a temp in my life, who knows? But I choose to not engage in things that'll keep me stagnant, things that'll, potentially put me in a mood of displeasurement. I don't it's annoying. And what does it do? What's the benefit? The benefit of keeping someone in your life that brings no value to it. And that doesn't even have to mean in a financial sort. If they're bringing no type of positive value to your life, and you see that they have no type of aspirations, no goals, no hope of even having any positivity in their life, it's just like, sorry. I had to cut a few people off because it's just like, we outgrown each other, and quite frankly, you might not know that we did, but I feel it in my spirit. And it's just like, every time I talk to you, or every time I get a text from you, or I even see you come across my phone and I don't answer it, it makes me uneasy. Block, delete. That's it. Like, it's stupid to me to hold on to something that, it just, I don't know. The Debbie Downers and the Debbie Downers, I can't. I, periodically check on my mom because that's my mom, and, I love my mom or whatever, but she's not healthy for me, and it's just like, it's the same old. Every time I talk to you, you're gossiping about somebody, you're bringing me down, you're shooting down my aspirations, or you have something, negative to say about it, to where it's like you try to make me second guess it because you don't aspire to be anything. And it's just like, you gotta go. Like, go over there. I'll pop in and out, make sure you good. But that steady communication, I can't do that anymore. I refuse to. It's draining, So like, anybody from the past or the future or even the present that has, had me feeling in a way that it doesn't, if I have to dwell on it the next day and feel fucked up about it, it's just like, didn't sit right with me, so I have to do something about it. A lot of the times we keep individuals or things in our life because we don't want to hurt them, or we keep them as a backup plan, or we're lonely, or whatever the situation is, or you feel that you need them. Listen, God is all that you need, and yourself and your motivation and your mental to be intact. It can't I just all the negative draining things in people, just remove them. That's just a word of advice, because I've been there, done that, and I'm quite sure that I have been draining and negative to people, but that was only in a retaliation, a reaction to what they've brought out of me, because they've dished out the BS, and I was very much good at giving it back and heightening it. So, I don't want to heighten somebody's BS anymore. I've outgrown that. I'm going to be 42 this month. It's January. My birthday is on the 26th of January. I'm going to be 42. And throughout these 41 years so far, I've dealt with so much tumultuous BS. And when I sit back and think about it, I'm like, listen, I could have prevented that. So, even down to me being molested, I could have prevented that after the first time it happened. I was a child, I didn't know what was going on, but after the first time, I could have spoke up on site and, told my mom, told authorities, whoever it was, and nipped all of that in the bud, and never had gone back there. But me being so afraid to tell my mom because of the outcome on both ends of the spectrum, I didn't want to cause chaos. So I endured the BS and, the pain, which affects you as an adult. I know that. So it's just like the older I get, I look on my past experiences and I'm like, listen, everything is a choice. Everything. You can allow or not allow something to go on in your life. Now, okay, some things happen that can be out of your control, but for the most part, the things that you can control it. Stop it if it's a hindrance. Continue it if it's a benefit to your life. The things that we can control it. Yeah, you can't control the actions of someone else, but you can control how you react. And you can also control if you continue to be around that person or that thing to have that negativity continue in your life or not. You are in control of your life, of your destiny, of your outcome, whatever, however you want to put it. You are in control of that, and the sooner you know it, the better off you'll be. Hence why I'm writing the Law of Attraction manifestation book, because I realized this. I realized that a lot of things that I pray for and ask for and wholeheartedly believe, I get it. I wanted to be an ambassador. I wanted to be an influencer. I wanted to be an author. I wanted to be a business owner of many, and I am. Everything that I ever wanted, which benefits me and my children, I have it. Now, all of the times when I used to, pray for my marriage to work or a certain thing or person to act right in my life to keep them around or whatever, obviously it was not a benefit to me, and God got rid of it and them out of my life. He either has something to, do with an explosive matter to where I was so devastated behind the situation. I'm like, get them or it out of my life. And sometimes we look at that as like being unlucky or being unblessed or being cursed or having whatever. But listen, look at all things that has happened to you that were negative. Flip it around and think positively about it and be like, you know what? It was a lesson learned. Everything in our life is a lesson, and it's up to you to learn from it or not. And if you don't learn from it, you're going to repeat the pattern of BS. And who wants to do that? The crazy part is I think some people do. The people who don't want to identify that they have a problem, or the people who don't want to identify that they are the problem, which in turn means they have a problem, which is why they are a problem to others. Because it's like, when you are a problemsome person, sorry guys, when you are a problemsome person, you haven't dived in deep into what is really going on mentally. And so since you haven't dived in deep and tried to fix whatever the hell is going on, you lash out, or you make other people your punching bag without even knowing it. And it's not a good thing for anyone. You're walking around with a mental issue, PTSD or whatever, depression or whatever, anxiety, whatever it is that's ailing you mentally. You're carrying that on you because you haven't sought the necessary therapy or aids to fix whatever's going on. And you lash out on people, you take out your aggressions and your anger on people, and it's just like, go get some help, please. Sort out all the things that you think you need to sort out, or if you don't know what you need to sort out, sit down and figure it out. Maybe write down everything that has happened to you from the time you were a child until now, and go through that. And if it's something that is like, bringing up some type of a negative feeling once you go through those things that you write down, then hey, that is what you need to address. Oftentimes we just walk around this earth thinking that, well, a lot of people do, not me. I have grown to identify what the BS of my life was, or who or what it was, and even if it was me, and I'm like, you know what? Fix it, tweak it, change it, elevate from it, I used to, which I think that a lot of us do, just stay down from something. But there's always an upside to things. You don't have to be remaining down forever. Just find out what the hell the problem is and freaking work it out and move forward. Staying in your sorrow will do nothing but keep you down. And what is down? Hell, I don't want to be there. You're down in the dark. You're seeing darkness, figuratively and literally, because sometimes when you're in the state of depression or whatever you're going through, you're literally in the dark. You're in the bed with the covers over your head, or just in the bed wallowing in your sorrow, lights out, TV off, or if the TV's on, it's on mute, or whatever it is, you're just keeping it off for company or whatever. But mentally you're in the dark as well, because you're just zoned out. No, I don't want to be down anymore. I don't want to be in the dark. I look forward to being up, and that's what I am doing for myself. I am upgrading. What's up? Heaven, the sky, planes take you on a flight, a vacation, the sun rising, sun setting, which is, which means what? You live to see another day. Look on the bright side. That should be an indication. Every time you see that sunrise, that is letting you know, listen, it's another day for me to make it right. Yesterday was a doozy. Today I can make, effort towards making it much better than it was yesterday. And the longer that I am alive, I can take strides and steps towards a better life for me and the ones that I need to make a better life for, which are your children, if you have any, I don't, because you can't make a better life for your children if you don't make a better life for yourself. So that's why I'm working. I'm not going to keep saying that I'm working hard, because hard is a difficulty. Hard is tasking. Hard is stressful. So I'm going to say I'm working. That's what I'm doing. I'm working towards my goals, towards my dreams, making them a reality. And when my book is finished, I will give you guys the title and, provide where you can get it from, because I believe that manifestation is everything, honey. Everything I spoke of. The tongue is very powerful. You can speak negative and positive into your life, and a lot of us speak negatively about our looks, about our weight, about our relationships, about our health, and I've been guilty of that. And I think I've actually stopped once the new year came in. I don't be like, because I've gained weight, I've gained so much weight, y'all. But I don't be like, I'm fat. I used to always say that, I'm fat, I'm this, I'm that, I'm not. I don't do these things anymore, The tongue is very powerful. So now I look at things like, okay, I've gained weight. what are the steps that I need to take to fix it? And I'm, doing what I need to do to fix it. Haven't quite worked out yet. I'll be doing a little something here and there, but it's nothing extensive to get up no pounds. But it's just, to get me going, to, get me in the groove of things again, because the groove has been gone. Stella groove is not back. And I don't mean that in the sexual sense. I mean, Stella groove is not back. It's lost. I got to get back in the groove of things because I've been working so much that, I've lost my physical stamina, especially because y'all know the vaccine. That has gotten me feeling crazy. But, I'm going to say it had me feeling crazy, me and my daughter, speaking of that in past tense, because, like I said, the tongue is powerful, and to speak anything negative into existence, it will be a continuation of the BS, or it will become BS that hasn't been there before. So, in the past, the vaccine had me and my daughter feeling crazy, but, we're taking strides and steps to do what's necessary to make ourselves feel back to normal. So I'm detoxing. I have to incorporate, working out again more often. I don't want to do it extensively because, my doctor advised me not to, so I don't want to speak things into existence. But my doctor told me not to until he gives me the go ahead. So I do like light cardio and things like that just to keep the blood flowing in a healthy manner. And, since I'm an ambassador for that health and wellness company, it's like a beauty company where they have things, to soothe the body for the skin, and, it's something like that. So it's all in the health and wellness field. Self-care. So, I'm practicing that whole self-love thing, honey, because that is very imperative. Without love of self, you won't be able to love anyone else properly. You can love people in your mind, like, yeah, I love them, but it's not proper. So if it's not proper, to me, it's not love, honey. Like I said before, love does not hurt, and I don't care about who says it does. Love does not hurt. When I said in another episode before, when you love God and your children, it does not hurt, okay? Now, your children might do some things, hurtful things, but to actually love your child, it doesn't hurt. So all of that hogwash about love hurts, stop saying that too. Because that's speaking that into existence as well. You're going to continuously be in situations where you are thinking that you're loving someone, or you actually are, and it's not being reciprocated, and they're going to do something to hurt you because you keep speaking it up. Stop doing that also. And also, people treat you the way you allow them to. You give people the blueprint on how you want to be treated. So be mindful of that as well. And, I have to get me like something I know I smack a lot when I talk. That's just how I do. So I have to get certain things, and me breathing heavy probably because of the weight gain. I was going to say it in a negative manner, but I realized don't say I'm fat. I'll just say because of the weight gain. And plus I have, I suffered past tense from asthma. So it's a lot going on. And I got big boobies. It's a lot going on here. So the breathing was feeling a little crazy. But, I want to get like a filter or something to mask me breathing all heavy in the phone and da-da-da. Whatever it is that annoys you guys, because I'm quite sure someone always has to nitpick about somebody because, that's what haters do. And not necessarily saying that it's being a hater if they are being annoyed by my whatevers. It could be, criticism, which in their mind can be constructive, and it could be constructive criticism. But guess what? I don't even want to hear that nowadays. Let me work on me. I know all the things that I need to work on in my life. I have identified the problems, honey, and I'm working to fix it. And hopefully you do the same in your life, honey, okay? Let's make this world a better place. You can't make the world a better place or want the world to be a better place if you are not starting within. Because you can't create change if you are not willing to embrace change, So guys, off to work I go again because I'm a workaholic. I love it. I really do. I'm going to also do like calorie counting books and what else? Meal plan books and possibly a recipe book. Who knows? But either way, I'm going to do things pertaining to health and wellness because that's what I strive to be. And, I strive for that for you guys too, to be healthy and well, physically and mentally. So everything that I work on from here on out is going to be in reference to such things. So I thank you for joining me again. Happy New Year, and continue to progress as much as you can in life, and don't let anyone or anything stop you. And you can ultimately be your own blessing or your own hindrance. You choose which one you decide to be. Have a great, blissful day. Until we chat again, my friends. Later. You have just listened to episode 17 of season 2 of Openly Expressive. Thank you for tuning in. Season 3 soon to come. Thanks, ladies and gents. For any inquiries, please feel free to hit me up at openlyexpressive@outlook.com.